Hello everyone. I hope you guys are doing fine. I'm always a positive new guy, at least I try to be the positive new guy. Sorry, but today, two bad messages received me. One of my employees, she wasn't able to work today because she's diagnosed with the COVID-19 or the coronavirus. And she had to do PCR, sorry, in Philippines, and now she's in quarantine. She cannot do her work for an X amount of time. And my wife also got bad news. She works in hospital, and the last 2 to 3 months she did her normal work as a nurse, but now her department goes back to be a COVID-19 department. So that's a little bit sad news because that means a lot of extra work, and now in the summer with the heat in Spain, it's not really pleasant. But yeah, this video is for you because it made me realize several things about how I ran my business until now, and also some lessons learned which you can take home as well, of course. Because yeah, I was lucky enough to have two employees. They did a crazy amount of work for me, really good work. Um, but unfortunately, 3 weeks ago, I had to let go one of my VAs, one of my employees, because of the values, how she did her work, and the values of the company didn't really align. So what I did a job interview, and then I created my mission statement, my corporate values, my principles, etc., etc., and then showed it to them and repeated them several times in different meetings. But looking in hindsight, what I should have done, start with my vision, and values, corporate values, and then hire people who are aligned with my mission and my corporate values, to avoid to having to fire people later. Because fire people later, it means you have invested a lot of time and money, and they have done. She had a lot of experience, but at the end, if we have to say goodbye, it's not good for them, and it's not good for me, and not good for the company. So yeah, that's also always something you have to try to avoid by all means. And then I thought in the beginning, I'm smart. I'm going to hire two employees at once. Then I have all kind of SOPs, standard operating procedures, explaining how everything works. In the beginning, totally, I was really focused, really hammering down, do the SOPs, And I thought, well, when I have to let go one of them, at least all the knowledge is captured in the SOPs. And yeah, in the beginning I was really religious about it, so everything up need to be perfect, etc., etc. To be honest, the last 2 to 3 months, or maybe even 4 or 5 months, I got a little bit less on top of it. So as you guys know, publishing is a dynamic business, and things keep on changing, and new ways to promote books and audiobooks, etc., etc. And I'm not sure if the SOPs are up to date. So an important lesson is always have a backup. In my first thought, okay, I have two employees, so they can take over each other's tasks. Then 3 weeks ago, I fired one, but I didn't really take action to get a new backup. But I thought, well, of course, bad things happen, but they normally happen to other people and not to me, you know. Yeah, now really sad that she is diagnosed with COVID-19. At the moment she emailed me that she is okay, looks fine. But yeah, I'm of course worried for her health. I reacted, of course, first, health is number one, so don't worry about your work, health is number one. That's how all my managers until now always reacted, and I really, appreciated their reaction. So yeah, the least I could do was give a normal reaction to her, of course, and not just begin directly. And what does it mean for my company? And when can you come back to work? Because some things you don't know right away. So other thing I learned, two things. So my idea of backup was great, but you can have great ideas, but if you don't execute, they don't work. So having a great idea is one, but you also have to execute it. So when I fired the first one, I should already have made plans to get a new one on board. And second one, I was totally going the right direction with my SOPs, but at the end I got a little bit slacky and didn't really follow it up yet. So now I have to find out how good are they created. Yeah, at the moment my publishing business runs on autopilot, run by her. I'm doing other stuff. So this means I have to give some attention back to my publishing business. I try to make this bad event turn into something good. So at least I'm going to evaluate a little bit more tomorrow. What are my lessons learned? And I will add all my lessons learned to my automated scaling for publishers course, of course, because yeah, that is the course I created to how to hire employees and how to systemize your publishing business so you don't have to do all the work yourself all the time and you can focus on the highest value, highest productivity tasks yourself. But yeah, things happen in life. So I think it's a really good lesson that this happens to me right now, because now my publishing business is still small. I had three people on board. Now I'm only one, temporary, hopefully. And yeah, I'm just going to take some lessons and I will add them to the automated scaling for publishers course. Check it out in the link below if you're interested. And yeah, let's hope my employee gets better soon. First for her health, and second that she can also get back to work for the company, of course. So normally, like I said, always focus on bad news or on the good news, but I think life is good news and bad news, so I also should share my bad news and the lessons I can learn from them. So I hope you like this video. Leave a comment below to help me. Click the thumbs up and see you in the next video. Thank you.